Hello and welcome to our channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing for more informative content like this. Today's topic is an essential one for Kenyan students or residents aiming to study in the UK, applying for a UK student visa. Having clear insight into this process can make your journey smoother and more successful. We've gathered our information from reliable sources to ensure you're well guided. Today we will walk you through the step-by-step process of applying for a UK student visa, so stay tuned. Before we dive into the application process, it's crucial to understand if you are eligible for a UK student visa. So let's start by discussing the eligibility criteria. Firstly, you must have an unconditional offer from a UK institution that is a licensed student sponsor. This means the institution has confirmed they are willing to sponsor your studies. Secondly, you should be able to communicate effectively in English. This is usually assessed through an English language proficiency test. You should have the ability to read, write, speak, and understand English to a certain standard. Lastly, you need to demonstrate that you have enough money to support yourself during your studies in the UK and to pay for your course. This is to ensure you can live and study without facing financial hardship. Once you meet these criteria, you can proceed to the next step, which is gathering the necessary documents. Having the right documents ready is a critical part of your visa application process. Now, let's dive into the specifics of what you'll need. First and foremost, you'll require your current passport. This should be valid for the entire duration of your study in the UK. Next, you'll need to provide proof of financial support. This assures the UK immigration authorities that you have sufficient funds to cover your tuition fees and living costs. This can be shown through bank statements or a letter from your financial sponsor. For some, a tuberculosis test may be necessary. This is required for applicants from certain countries where TB is more prevalent, so make sure to check if this applies to you. Lastly, the Confirmation of Acceptance for Studies, or CAS, is an essential document. This is a digital document that contains your course details and is provided by your course provider. It's your golden ticket, as it confirms that you have an unconditional offer from a licensed student sponsor in the UK. Now remember, each of these documents must be in English or have a certified translation. And don't forget to make copies of all your documents, because it's always good to have a backup. So there you have it! A clear and concise guide on what documents you need for your UK student visa application. With all the documents in place, you can now move to the actual application process. The UK student visa application is done online through the UK government's official website. That's right! The ease of technology has made it possible for you to apply from the comfort of your home. Let's walk through this process together. First off, you'll need to create an account on the UK government's official website. This is your gateway to the application process. Once your account is set up, you can begin filling out the application form. This form is quite comprehensive, so take your time. It will ask you to provide details about your personal information, educational background, and the course you intend to study in the UK. Make sure to double-check everything for accuracy before moving on to the next step. Now, remember all those documents we talked about preparing in the previous scene? This is where they come in. The online application platform will provide you with a section to upload these documents. These could include your passport, proof of English language proficiency, and financial documents, among others. Make sure the scanned copies are clear and readable. Once your documents are uploaded, you will be prompted to pay the healthcare surcharge. This is a fee that contributes to your health coverage during your stay in the UK. You'll also need to pay the visa application fee at this point. These payments can be made using a credit or debit card. After you've paid the fees, you'll be asked to review your application. This is your chance to ensure everything is correct. Take a moment to go over all the details. If everything is in order, submit your application. Now don't sit back and relax just yet. There's one more hurdle to cross. The online application process concludes with booking an appointment for your visa interview at your nearest visa application center. This is a crucial part of the process, so make sure you select a date and time that works best for you. Once you complete the online application, the final step is the visa interview. That's right! The journey isn't over, but you're one step closer to studying in the UK. We'll talk more about the visa interview in the next scene. After applying online, you will be required to attend a visa interview at the Visa Application Centre. This interview is an essential part of the application process, and it's your chance to further demonstrate your eligibility for a UK student visa. So, what can you expect at this interview? Firstly, be prepared to answer questions about your reasons for studying in the UK. your chosen course, and the university you intend to attend. You might also be asked about your finances, to ensure you can support yourself during your studies without needing public funds. It's important to answer all questions honestly and confidently. Remember, the purpose of this interview is to verify the information you've provided in your application and to assess your intentions. In terms of preparation, make sure you're familiar with all the details of your course, your university, and your accommodation. It's also a good idea to have a clear understanding of your financial situation, including how you plan to fund your studies and living expenses. Remember, you're not expected to know everything, but the more prepared you are, the more confidently you can answer the questions and the better impression you'll make. After the interview, you'll need to wait for the decision. This can take a few weeks, so be patient. You'll be notified of the decision via email, so make sure to check your inbox regularly. Don't be disheartened if your application is initially refused. You have the right to appeal this decision, and many people are successful on their second attempt. That's it for our step-by-step guide on how to apply for a UK student visa as a Kenyan resident. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Good luck with your application.